But not every single professional woman sucks dick, Kamala, okay? That might be your MO, but it's certainly not my MO. So you aren't gonna Monica Lewinsky me simply because I'm holding you and your, group of crooks and fake news propagandists accountable, okay? You wanna be a whore and go suck dick to get a job at the top? Go do it, all right? Go do it, Kamala, but you are not going to collude with people like Marjorie Taylor Greene and associates of Judge Merchan and the late night comedy hosts and the fake news media talking heads to accuse me of having an affair. How disgusting. How disgusting. Play the clip.
Where is he getting this from? Well, he's got a new bullshit whisperer named Laura Loomer. Of course that's her name. Laura Loomer. There she is. He's with her everywhere now. For MAGA people, she's like for people who find Marjorie Taylor Greene too intellectual. You name the crazy shit, she believes in it. Birtherism, she's a 9/11 truther, crisis actor, Pizzagate, rigged elections. You've heard of Florida Man? She's Florida Woman. Did you see this? She ate dog food. Am I making that up? You saw that, right? Like a Haitian. No, I'm kidding. But listen to this. Now there's a bitch fight within the Republican Party. I love this because, yes, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the voice of sanity, has come out against Laura Loomer. Says she's too far right. Says she's a racist. Now Loomer has accused Marjorie Taylor Greene. She says Marjorie Taylor Greene is an anti-Semite and she cheats on her husband. And she said, I can't believe I have to report this. She said her lady parts resemble an Arby's sandwich, which is so offensive to Arby's. And then Lindsey Graham, the other Real Housewives cast member, got involved, and he's attacking Laura Loomer, says she's toxic, and she posted back, "We know you're gay, Lindsey." Well, let's see David Muir fact check that.
So we have the other clip, though, of him falsely accusing me of having an affair, which is absolute lies and just crazy, weird. I don't know where he's getting this from. But I will say, you did see that the audience laughed about what I said about Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lindsey Graham. And I would love David Muir to fact check my claims about Lindsey Graham being gay. It's 2024. Why are you hiding the fact that you're gay? I mean, look, there are support groups, Lindsey, for people like you who are living a life closeted. And, maybe Lindsey Graham would actually like me. And I don't know, I've had some ideas and I've been brainstorming here, but Lindsey, we have a lot in common. I like men too. Maybe I should be your wing woman. Why don't we go out one night and, we can go meet some men together. How about it? You got to come out of the closet, Lindsey. It's 2024. I mean, imagine being a senator. You're one of the most powerful people in this country, and you're lying about being gay. We all know you're gay. Just admit it. So it's pretty clear the audience and Bill Maher, I don't think that they're going to contest what I said or call that a conspiracy theory. But this is certainly a lie, what Bill Maher said next. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
Laura Loomer, may we talk about her for
to bring her,
right?
He brought her to a 9/11 remembrance,
yes,
which is obscene.
Well, she's a truther, right? A 9/11 truther. And by the way,
yes,
in the 23 years since 9/11, at the beginning, there was a lot of truthers. I mean, you don't know what happened at first. People sent me a lot of videos. I watched them all. I said, I don't trust anybody in the media these days. I'm doing the deep dive. Okay, even most of the people at the beginning who were 9/11 truthers have fallen away. It's just not even a thing anymore. Everybody gets it. It involved, to think that George Bush could have planned something like that, just ridiculous. So to be a 9/11 truther, this is what I mean about Captain Queeg. We're at that end stage, I really think. Here's my question, because Laura Loomer said, Taylor Swift, she believes, is in an arranged relationship with Travis Kelce to influence the 2024 election. I think maybe Laura Loomer's in an arranged relationship to affect the election, because she's very close to Trump. She's 31, looks like his type. We did an editorial here a few years ago. You're remembering it already. It was basically, who's Trump fucking? Because I said, you know, it's not nobody. He's been a dog for too long, and it's not Melania. I think we may have our answer this week. I think it might be Laura Loomer. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know what his...
Really disgusting. And like I said, I had a conversation with my lawyer about that today, and I think I should sue him. I think that I should sue Bill Maher, because that's defamation. I mean, obviously that's not true, and it's a lie, and it's disgusting, and it's also deeply offensive, and also just really crass to be insinuating something like that, you know, when President Trump is a married man, and he has a wife, the First Lady, Melania Trump, who I have nothing but respect for. And I just think that Bill Maher really crossed the line with that. And it's interesting to see how the left-wing media that loves talking about how, oh my God, Donald Trump is so mean to women. Oh, he's so mean. He's such a misogynist. J.D. Vance made fun of childless cat ladies. Donald Trump's a rapist. I mean, all these bullshit lies that they say over and over again to try to make women voters not want to vote for Trump. What about that? What about the fact that Kamala Harris and the Democrat Party are coordinating talking points with the White House and Bill Maher to falsely accuse me of having an affair with President Trump? And you know who else posted this? Marjorie Taylor Greene's own intern. So Marjorie Taylor Greene's own intern, who was living in her house in Georgia, also posted these lies about me, insinuating, actually just openly stating that I was having an affair. So again, total disgusting lies, not true, didn't happen. Absolutely an abomination that people are saying this. And I'm going to take legal action, because they shouldn't be saying things like that about me. If I was a left-wing reporter and Republicans were saying this about me, there would be so much outrage, and they'd be saying these are misogynistic attacks, and look at the way that they're ganging up on a young woman, and they're trying to ruin her career, and they're trying to sexualize her. Look at me. Do I look sexual to you? I mean, honestly, I'm always covered up. I make an effort to cover my chest. I don't show cleavage. I'm always wearing a pantsuit, or I'm wearing, you know, a dress. And even when I wear a dress, I wear like a cover underneath it so that nothing can ever be seen. I'm not a hoochie mama. I don't go out there and sexualize myself. I'm not really interested right now. As I've said before, my number one priority is getting Donald Trump elected. I'm not really interested in trying to go pick up men and sexualize myself. And I'm not really interested in trying to, you know, be an object of sexual desire. Kamala Harris can't say the same, you know. We have video of her with Willie Brown. She was 29 years old when she was sucking his cock when he was 60 years old. This is how she got her career started. And so even the other day when Tim Walz was speaking at an event, he referred to her as a young prostituter, not a prosecutor, a young prostituter. So Freudian slip, anybody? Yeah, I know why he referred to her as a young prostituter, because she sucked Willie Brown's dick in order to get a job in politics. We're not all like you, Kamala, okay? Just like she said. I love saying it. They ain't like us. They ain't like us. Yeah, they ain't like us because they not going to suck a 60-year-old man's cock. Yep. Kamala Harris did. And she probably say it in that accent too. So, you know, I'm not going to be told or accused of doing things that I've never done. I am a very professional person. I don't work for President Trump. I don't engage in inappropriate activities or behavior with anybody. And so I don't really give a fuck either if they want to clip what I said tonight and they find it offensive. You know what I find offensive? You lying about me, trying to destroy a man's marriage, lying about me, trying to sexualize me and make me out to be some, filthy harpy homewrecker, lying about me, calling me a 9/11 truther when I've done nothing but use my time and literally been canceled, okay, by the most powerful companies in the world for speaking out about Islamic terrorism. And I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh my God, I'll be a good girl. I'll be a good girl. I'll never speak about curry again. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'll go order a chicken tikka masala and naan right now. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'll delete my tweet. Fuck these people, okay? Fuck the media. Fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene. Fuck Lindsey Graham. Fuck them all. I don't care. Let's play the clip of Caitlin Collins calling me an anti-Semite because, guys, I'm a Jewish anti-Semite. You can see all over the internet that I say in my bio, I'm a feisty Jewish person. I'm a feisty Jewess, and I speak out against anti-Semitism, and I call out Kamala Harris for supporting Hamas, but I'm an anti-Semite. Did you know? Did you learn about this on CNN today? I'm learning so much about myself. I've learned that I'm an anti-Semite. I've learned that I'm a 9/11 truther, and I've learned that I've said 9/11 was an inside job. I've learned that apparently I'm involved in some kind of salacious affair. I'm just so excited to continue learning all these new things about myself from these fake news operatives. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
Conference today, though, Trump declined to denounce the racist anti-Semite that he has been traveling across the country with. That's Laura Loomer, the 9/11 conspiracy theorist who was with Donald Trump this 9/11.
Laura's been a supporter of mine, just like a lot of people are supporters. I don't control Laura. Laura has to say what she wants.
Your allies
she's a
have
free
expressed
spirit.
concern.
Well, I don't know. I mean, look, I can't tell Laura what to do.
Laura Loomer was traveling with you on your plane.
Okay, a lot of people do. It's a very big
She's been traveling
plane.
with you. She made racist remarks about your opponent. She also espoused conspiracy theories about 9/11. Do you disavow those remarks? And
Well, I have
why-
to see what the remarks are.
A short while after that, Trump posted on Truth Social saying that Loomer doesn't work for his campaign, which it was not reported that she did, and also said he disagrees with her statements, though he declined to say which ones. On the other side of the campaign trail tonight, Vice President Harris is back in Pennsylvania, visiting two counties that Trump won overwhelmingly in 2016 and 2020, hammering her opponent while on the ground. We'll talk more about what she said while there in a moment, but my lead source tonight is CNN political analyst and senior political correspondent for the New York Times, Maggie Haberman. And Maggie, hearing Trump talk about what he amplified to 70 million people on Tuesday night, this false claim about Haitian immigrants in Springfield, now he's mixing that with his pledge to carry out mass deportations in a second term. But I mean, these are people who have temporary protected status. They are here legally in the United States.
They do. And, it has been, we have reported, my colleagues Jonathan Swan and Charlie Savage and I have reported that as part of his vow to go through with mass deportations, and he's been talking about this now for some time, they would try to end TPS status for a lot of people. So this is actually in keeping with it, although, as you know, he seemed not certain what country they were from, and it's not Venezuela, it's Haiti. It's not surprising. You are correct that it is mixing in a bunch of different threads, and all it is trying to do is suggest people should be afraid of these immigrants. And it is something we have seen him do over a long period of time, and people spend time trying to fact check him. And by the time that's done, the lie he is saying or the, misleading statement he is saying is already well down the street.
Right. And to this point, I was talking to Pete Buttigieg last night. He was appearing as a campaign surrogate, not as transportation secretary. He thinks this is all just a big distraction technique. This was his argument.
This is a strategy. And there's even more to it than demonizing immigrants, although that's obviously part of what he's doing. This is a strategy to get us talking about the latest crazy thing that he did, whatever urban legend he amplifies. Right now, it's about people eating cats or geese or whatever, because he cannot afford for.
So many smears, so many lies. I mean, there's just so many. Here's Jimmy Kimmel smearing me, clip number 65.
He'd be in the hospital punching himself in the face. They'd have to strap him down. Melania, you will be surprised to note, did not accompany her husband to the debate or to the 9/11 ceremony. Instead, he was joined by another lovely lady, right-wing loony Laura Loomer, who is a 9/11 conspiracy theorist. She suggested it was an inside job. Only Donald Trump would bring a 9/11 conspiracy theorist to the 9/11 memorial. 2 days before the debate, Laura Loomer posted this disgusting little nugget. She wrote, if Kamala Harris wins, the White House will smell like curry, and White House speeches will be facilitated via a call center, and the American people will only be able to convey their feedback through a customer satisfaction survey at the end of the call that nobody will understand, which was so vile and racist, even Marjorie Taylor Greene called her out on it. She wrote, this is appalling and extremely racist. It does not represent who we are as Republicans or MAGA. This does not represent President Trump. It does? I feel like it does. I kind of feel like it captures his essence exquisitely. But do you know what a vomit you have to be to get called out by Marjorie Taylor Greene? And yet somehow this Laura Loomer, she's traveling all over the country with Trump on his plane. Not only has she been pushing the cat and dog eating lie, today she said Haitian immigrants aren't just eating cats and dogs, they eat humans. They traded the dog whistle in for a tuba, folks. Only the best people. These Republicans, they get all nuts when you say they're weird. Here's Congressman Chip Roy from Texas sounding the alarm about the state of the nation yesterday on the House floor.
What the hell are we trying to defend? What is left of the United States to defend? A school where I can't send my child to pray to God without spending $20,000 a year on top of the taxes I pay? A school that my friend sends her sixth grader to with a trans music teacher asking her kid to do some dance in class? Yes, true.
Look, who's Jimmy Kimmel kidding? Okay, Jimmy Kimmel, if I was like Aziz Ansari or I was some, comedian, right? Some other comedian. Who? Mindy Kaling, and I would have made some joke about the White House smelling like curry. Okay, they would have laughed about it and they would have been like, oh. I mean, how many times have comedians made comments? It's not even racist, okay? It's not even racist. She said that she likes to cook. Okay, let's have do we have the video of Kamala Harris cooking with curry?
On the cooking show.
We have the cooking show. Or she's cooking, talking about how she likes cooking Indian food.
Okay, so what we're going to cook today is an Indian recipe. Yes, because you are Indian.
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know that everybody knows that, but I find that wherever I go and I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street, everyone's like, Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like the thing we're so excited about to have you running for president.
Yeah.
So we're both Indian, but actually we're both South Indian.
Yes. You look like the entire one half of my family.
Okay, thank you.
You do.
I've been telling people we're related already, so this is perfect. It's basically true. And so were you raised eating South Indian food?
South Indian food.
She says she likes cooking. She spends more time cooking than she does actually talking about policy. So I don't really understand how I'm the racist. She said she likes cooking. She's an Indian. They make food with curry. I like Indian food. I don't really see what the problem is. So look, here we have the video of her describing herself as South Asian and saying that her Indian roots shaped her history. So let's go ahead and play clips number 34 and clips number 35.
As the first candidate for Vice President of the United States of South Asian descent.
My mother, who raised me and my sister, was a proud woman. She was a brown woman. She was a woman with a heavy accent.
And her mother, Shamla Gopalan, was also the biggest influence in Kamala Harris's life.
The answer is absolutely yes, Joe.
After the big announcement, Harris's sister wrote in a Twitter post, "You can't know who Kamala Harris is without knowing who our mother was." In 1958, a precocious 19-year-old Indian, Gopalan traveled thousands of miles from her home and family to pursue a doctorate in nutrition and endocrinology in America. She soon became an active civil rights crusader while studying at UC Berkeley.
But once she went there, she almost felt free.
And she took part in politics. She used to bring a whole series of literature, leftist literature from Karl Popper's, he was a great philosopher.
In her book, Harris says, "There is no title or honor on earth I'll treasure more than to say I am Shamla Gopalan Harris's daughter." Harris's visits to India with her mother kept her connected to her roots. Her grandfather, who had strong views on humanitarian issues, worked closely with officials to reallocate refugees. Their conversations had a strong influence on her.
Those walks along the beach in India really planted something in my mind and created a commitment in me before I even realized it. That has led me to where I am today.
Harris's maternal uncle, Gopalan Balachandran, who lives in Delhi, tells us how the senator turns to her amma, which means mother in Tamil, for guidance even after her death.
I don't have to tell her, make your mother proud. She said, what are you telling me? Everything that I do, I ask myself.
So you get the point. It wasn't racist, okay? It was pointing out the fact that she doesn't want to talk to the media. So, of course, I talked about a call center, and nobody can ever understand what Kamala Harris says because she has a word salad. So everybody says this. Oh, what did she say? Oh, we have to be unburdened by what has been. And then they want to make it out to... They're acting like I ate somebody's cat, okay? Seriously. You would have thought that I ate somebody's cat with the way that they are attacking me. And speaking of eating people's cat... Okay, people are eating cats in Ohio. Let's play this clip. Clip number 43.
What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat? Smile for me. Smile with your teeth. Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with me.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased.
And we know that migrants from all around the world are abusing animals and they're eating animals, okay? So there was a clip today. I don't think we downloaded it, but we could probably download it. Let's get this clip. Chris Rufo played it, actually. And I posted about it. Chris Rufo posted this clip about Haitians eating cats in Ohio, and he actually got it on video. So we'll see if we can get that clip. Let's have the other part of Chris Hayes in the meantime smearing me, just so that you can see how much Chris Hayes decided to smear me. I mean, it's just out of control. I'm telling you, every single show, back to back to back to back to back. Let's play clip number 67.
It's kind of sweet in its own weird way. Now, all this came to a head today at Trump's latest press availability, where, after a few days of people asking, like, what the hell is going on here, he was asked point blank by reporters about his closeness to Loomer and her nutty extremism.
What would you say to your Republican colleagues or your allies who are concerned about your close relationship with Laura Loomer?
Well, I don't know what they would say. Laura's been a supporter of mine, just like a lot of people are supporters, and she's been a supporter of mine. She speaks very positively of the campaign. I'm not sure why you asked that question, but Laura is a supporter. I don't control Laura. Laura has to say what she wants. She's a free spirit. Well, I don't know. I mean, look, I can't tell Laura what to do. Laura's a supporter. I have a lot of supporters. But I don't know what exactly you're referring to.
Mr. President.
That's okay.
Mr. President.
Yeah, please.
Mr. President.
I just don't know. Laura's a supporter. I don't know.
But she made
She
racist remarks
is
the day
a
before.
strong person. She's got strong opinions, and I don't know what she said, but that's not up to me. She's a supporter.
Let's see, she's a free spirit. Can't keep that bird in a cage. She's got to be herself. She's got to express herself and say things like 9/11 was an inside job. She's a strong person, and maybe 100 times she's a supporter. So what can I do? Doesn't matter what the person does. They're a supporter. That may all be true, but it's not true that Trump is unfamiliar with Loomer's statements. And do you know how I know that? Well, because just yesterday he was sharing links to Loomer's website on his own social media accounts. Meanwhile, today, Loomer is today, posting more 9/11 conspiracy theories to her own social media. I'm not going to share them with you. While some Republicans are grumbling about Trump's closeness to Loomer, others are following his lead. Today, The Bulwark reported that the National Republican Senatorial Committee, a group that's been doing a bang-up job, by the way, the GOP's official campaign arm for the upper chamber, has increasingly relied on the video content Loomer produces. Since July, the NRSC has promoted 8 of Loomer's videos featuring her reporters who shout loaded questions from the street at Democratic senators up for re-election in battleground races. Make no mistake, if Donald Trump becomes president again, Laura Loomer's going to be there on day one. She might even end up in his administration.
Laura.
They are so scared of me. Why are they so scared of me? I'm glad that they admit, though, that our videos are really effective, because I don't work for the NRSC and I don't work for any of these people. Like, if you haven't noticed, a lot of the Republicans up on Capitol Hill, well, they can't stand me because I hold everybody accountable. I'll be like, hey, you're on vacation for a month. Can you get your lazy ass back and actually do something to help Trump? Thanks, bye. I'm not their friend, okay? I'm not a friend to these people. I'm just there to ask them questions and hold them accountable. And it bothers them so much that we can actually get a Democrat senator on camera like we did with Sherrod Brown and ask them. Or we have the clip of Tammy Baldwin. We just asked Tammy Baldwin the other day, who's running in Wisconsin, in the key state of Wisconsin, why she supports Kamala Harris and whether she agrees with Kamala Harris's plan to legalize fentanyl. Did you hear about this? Kamala Harris wants to legalize fentanyl. Can you believe this? She wants to legalize fentanyl. So, of course, we're going to ask them questions because that's what real journalists do, Chris. They don't sit there when the world is burning, when Americans can't feed their kids and bacon is $10 and eggs are $10 and gas is $5 a gallon, Chris. They don't want to sit there and talk about Laura Loomer. Do you think they give a shit about who Laura Loomer is? No. And I'm glad. I don't want them to. I don't want these people to give a shit about me because I don't want them focused on me right now. I want the news focused on helping the single mom who's trying to feed her kids, okay? I want the news focused on the mother who just had to bury her 12-year-old daughter because she was raped and strangled to death by an illegal alien, okay? That's what I want them to talk about. I want them to talk about how the Haitian invaders are killing people's pets and eating their cats and dogs. I want them to talk about how Hamas supporters are storming the Capitol and creating manifestos about how they're going to go into synagogues on October 7th in New York City and kill Jews with machine guns. True story. This is what the Democrats are importing into our country. People who want to storm synagogues with machine guns and murder them on October 7th. Look it up. Look it up. He was planning on coming in from the Canada border, which is open thanks to Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Kamala Harris wants to give plea deals to the 9/11 masterminds, okay? Kamala Harris wants the border open so Hamas supporters can storm Brooklyn synagogues and massacre Jews on the anniversary of October 7th. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden want to put Trump in a bullseye so some nutjob takes a rifle and tries to shoot Donald Trump in the head. Why are we not talking about this? Why? Why are we not talking about things that matter? We don't even have answers about the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. The Democrats are trying to give amnesty to illegal aliens before the election. Can we talk about the SAVE Act? For fuck's sake, can we talk about anything that actually matters? I don't matter in the scheme of what's going on in the world right now. I'm an independent journalist. I'm a 31-year-old woman. I don't even have a multi-million-dollar budget. I make videos in a studio with my cell phone, and I raise the money to pay a group of tenacious, on-the-ground gonzo journalists, okay? They're acting like I'm fucking Hitler. I don't understand it. You would think that I literally murdered somebody's cat. You would think that I lynched somebody in the public square or that I ate a cat. With the way that these people are reacting. Yes, my videos are effective because I'm very good at what I do, which is obviously the reason why the media has devoted $100 million of airtime to me 50 days out from the most consequential presidential election in our lifetime, because they are scared shitless of me. They're admitting that my videos are shared by Donald Trump. They are shared by the NRSC. I do not work for them. They are shared because I am so damn good at what I do. Play the clip. Yeah.
Senator Baldwin, do you support Kamala Harris's calls to legalize fentanyl? What about her job as Biden's border czar? Want to answer it, Senator Baldwin? No, we're on a public sidewalk. We're allowed to videotape. Senator Baldwin, what do you think about Kamala Harris's calls to legalize fentanyl? Sir, you can't tell me what not to ask a senator on a public sidewalk.
Right now, you're
sorry.
harassing her.
No, I'm not, sir. Senator Baldwin, do you support Joe Biden's job with Biden's open borders? What about calls to legalize fentanyl, Senator Baldwin? Do you support Kamala Harris's calls to legalize fentanyl?
Wow. So you can see they run scared. And as Chris Hayes said, what did he say? He goes, well, they share her videos of them confronting senators. Where's the Republican Party? Where's Fox News? Where's all these people that get tons of donations and money and sponsorships and deals? Where is the mainstream media to ask these senators the questions that the American people want answers to? They're not anywhere. They don't give a shit about you watching right now. We have 400,000 people watching live on Twitter right now, okay? We have 400,000 people watching live. This is why they hate me, okay? This is why they want to destroy me. This is why they dedicated $100 million to destroying me this week, because I am effective. I am your voice. I am fighting for you. I am fighting for Donald Trump, and I am fighting to make America great again. They don't want somebody who doesn't give a fuck about pissing off the media, who doesn't give a fuck about optics. I don't care. I don't work for Donald Trump. I can do whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. I'm not going to sit by while these people who think that they're sitting, on a throne high and mighty while they're weaponizing the FBI against Donald Trump and Melania Trump while they're raiding their homes, violating their privacy. I'm not going to sit by and allow these people to get away with it. I'm going to call them out. I'm going to make them uncomfortable. Somebody has to do it. And the people who have millions of resources to do it are not doing it. Some of you are wondering, you're like, wow, Laura's fired up tonight. She's got so much energy. And they're wondering, they're like, what is she on? What is she drinking? Well, I'm drinking 1775 coffee. And you can see here, I'm actually drinking it out of my Never Surrender mug. You can see the coffee in my cup here, but great. You can get these cups on donaldjtrump.com, donaldjtrump.com. His website, and you can support him. But I'm drinking 1775 coffee, and what's great about 1775 coffee is most brands are packing their beans with pesticides, chemicals, and who knows what exactly else. Not exactly what you want fueling your day. Plus, studies have shown that 45% of commercially available coffee beans contain mold toxins, and nearly a third of that survive the roasting process. That's pretty gross, right? At 1775 Coffee, we believe in doing better. Our beans are grown high in the Bolivian mountains where the cool climate slows growth, resulting in denser beans with a bold, concentrated flavors. Only about 30% of the world's coffee is single origin like ours. So when you choose 1775 Coffee, you're not just getting coffee. You're getting a rare, top shelf experience without the moldy risks. Each coffee cherry is carefully handpicked. Sounds pretty incredible, doesn't it? Well, it is. No cutting corners with machines. And then it's roasted fresh in Miami and delivered straight to your door. It's very fresh coffee. It's very good. Here at 1775 Coffee, we stand for quality, freedom, and pushing back against the big corporate nonsense. The big corporate nonsense bullshit that I just showed you. Fake news media. It's taken over so much of our country and the coffee industry. So if you're tired of the same old stale brews, it's time for something real. Try 1775 Coffee today and visit 1775coffee.com/Loomer. Again, use code Loomer and get 15% off this. Get real coffee, 1775coffee.com/Loomer. And then also, you will be supporting somebody real, somebody who's not controlled by the media, somebody who is feared by the media. Because when you buy 1775 Coffee and you use my promo code Loomer, well, you're supporting my journalism. So when the media says, oh my God, who's she getting paid by? Who's supporting Laura Loomer? How is she getting her money? This is how. Grassroots. I'm not rich. No, I'm not rich. I'm not a rich person. I I'm just somebody who believes in Donald Trump. And I am really sick and tired, really, truthfully. I am so tired of watching this good man get smeared and lied about. And I'm so sick and tired of watching our weaponized government destroy our country. I'm so tired of seeing every story every time I wake up in the morning about another innocent young woman who has been raped and killed by an illegal alien. I'm so sick of it. I am so sick of watching conservatives get called racist when Kamala Harris is inviting Hamas supporters to the White House. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm so sick of seeing headlines about people dying in Israel and Gaza and Ukraine and Russia. Donald Trump is the anti-war candidate. I'm so sick of what my country has become. And this is why I do what I do. I'm supporting Donald Trump, whether people like it or not. I'm not paid by Donald Trump. I don't work for Donald Trump. I don't have a job by Donald Trump, and I don't work for the Republican Party. I do what I do because I truly believe in Donald Trump. And that's why they're demonizing me. That's why they're trying to cancel me. They want everybody to hate me. Every single news network attacking me nonstop. Just got a phone call from the New York Times, actually, while we're sitting here. So let me reply live on air. See, I'm live on my show. Never ends. But I wanted you to hear directly from me tonight because some of you are probably wondering, like, oh, why are these people attacking her? Why are they saying the things that they're saying? It's because they're afraid of me. They're afraid of me. Even Chris Hayes said it himself. Her videos are widely used by Republicans, and she shouts aggressive questions at Democrats in key swing states, in battle-crowned races. My video the other day that we shot with Charles Downs, our Loomer Unleashed contributor, got almost 6 million views, okay, of us confronting Sherrod Brown about the Haitian migrants in his community. It's going to cost him his election. We're very powerful. That's why they hate me. I'm not going to stop. Let's go to clip number 70. You can see another clip of another fake news smear merchant, Anderson Cooper, smearing me. So it's we had the first homosexual, Lindsey Graham, attacking me and smearing me and calling me a conspiracy theorist, and now we have Anderson Cooper, who's also gay, attacking me and smearing me on CNN. And I don't have anything wrong with gay people. I'm just pointing it out, right? Just pointing it out because. Well, they say I'm a 9/11 conspiracy theorist, but I'm actually like really critical of Islam. And one of the reasons why I'm critical of Islam is because of the way that they treat homosexuals and the way that homosexuals are killed in these countries. And I actually have a gay brother too. I've been honest about that, talked about that on the show before. And so I'm a human rights activist. I don't like watching women get abused. I don't like watching homosexuals get attacked and killed because they're gay. And so for them to say these things about me, especially Anderson Cooper, who has been confronted by me on the streets of New York City after an ISIS terrorist killed people in a bike lane on Halloween in 2017, he knows that I am not a 9/11 truther, because when I confronted Anderson Cooper, I was screaming about how we were going to have another 9/11 style terrorist attack because of people like Anderson Cooper who were attacking Donald Trump for his travel ban. I think we can even try to find that clip somewhere. These people are liars. Go ahead and play the clip.
Haitian woman confirming Haitians do in fact eat cats and do animal sacrifice and voodoo. This comes as the media is lying and saying Donald Trump lied about Kamala Harris's Haitian invaders eating people's pets in Ohio. It's real and it's happening. Now, Loomer, you'll recall, recently posted a racist tweet about the vice president's Indian heritage. She's been traveling with the former president recently on his plane, to the dismay of other Republicans, accompanying him to 9/11 ceremonies, despite having posted a video claiming the attacks were an inside job, in her words. He was asked about her today.
What would you say to your Republican colleagues or your allies who are concerned about your close relationship with Laura Loomer?
Well, I don't know what they would say. Laura's been a supporter of mine, just like a lot of people are supporters, and she's been a supporter of mine. She speaks very positively of the campaign. I'm not sure why you asked that question, but Laura is a supporter I don't control Laura. Laura has to say what she wants.
Your allies
she's a
have
free
expressed
spirit.
concern.
Well, I don't know. I mean, look, I can't tell Laura what to do. Laura's a supporter. I have a lot of supporters, but I don't know what exactly you're referring to.
Laura Loomer was traveling with you on your plane.
Okay, a lot of people do. It's a very big plane.
With you. She made racist remarks about your opponent. She also espoused conspiracy theories about 9/11. Do you disavow those remarks?
Well, I have to see what the remarks are. You're telling me for the first time.
He has to see what her remarks are. As you saw from that tweet of hers today, her remarks on that subject are his remarks. And despite being a big plane, as he said, space on it is at a premium, even more so after his security detail was beefed up. She's on the plane and by his side because he wants her there. But in a social media post late today, he signaled a possible change, and you can make of it what you will. Quoting now, Laura Loomer doesn't work for the campaign. She's a private citizen, longtime supporter. I disagree with the statement she made, but like the many millions of people who support me, she's tired of watching the radical left Marxists and fascists violently attack and smear me, even to the point of doing anything to stop their political opponent, me. So a lot to get to. Joining us, CNN political commentator Scott Jennings and Ashley Allison, Politico's Meredith McGraw, and Michael Eric Dyson, distinguished professor at Vanderbilt University and co-author of the new book, Represent: The Unfinished Fight for the Vote. Michael.
So President Trump did issue a statement, and I'm fine with the statement that he issued. President Trump is a great man, and look, he's been attacked, and so I mean, I feel like they kind of forced him to release a statement, right? They've been harassing him in his campaign, attacking him viciously, lying about me. And I'm a supporter. Like, it's so crazy. It's so insane to me that I don't work for him. It'd be one thing if I worked for him and I said what I said. I mean, I didn't say anything bad personally. I'm not sitting here like, oh, please forgive me. Please forgive me. I don't do that. I'm not that kind of person. That's not how I roll. I don't back down to the left and the communists. I stand my ground. But it's like I said, guys, how many times have I told you on this show I don't work for the campaign? I'm a private citizen and a longtime supporter, exactly like he said. So isn't it so crazy that the president of the United States has had to issue a statement about me simply because I am such a diehard supporter? I love Donald Trump, okay? I would take a bullet for this man. He is the best president we have ever had in our country. He is such an honest man. He is such a generous man. He is such a fighter who has given it all. He almost lost his life for our country. And so I guess I can't really complain that much about taking the attacks and getting attacked the way I am, because Donald Trump took a bullet to the head for us. And so I'm going to take the blows now, and I'm going to keep on fighting for him, and I'm going to keep defending him. So look, I don't have any problem with what he said. Okay, he doesn't agree. He doesn't have to agree with everything that I say. I don't agree with all the people that he likes and the people that he associates with. And I love Donald Trump, and that's what matters. And so, the media wants to lie, and they're saying now, oh, Donald Trump distances himself. He's not distancing himself. This is not Donald Trump distancing himself. It's Donald Trump saying everything that I said, but the media doesn't want to believe it because they want to whip themselves into a conspiracy theory. Oh, Laura works for Trump and Trump's paying Laura, and it's not true, okay? I told you tonight how I am funded, and I'm funded by subscriptions through my sponsorships and my supporters. My supporters support me, and so if you want to support me in my work, you can go to my website, loomer.com. You can make a donation on my website. You can donate. There's several ways that people can subscribe. If you want to support my journalism, you can go to loomer.com and make a donation on the website. You click donate on my actual website, and that's where you can mail me a check, okay? That's my P.O. Box. P.O. Box 651444, Vero Beach, Florida, 32965. You could send me a check. You can send me whatever you want. You can support me. You can support me on my donation site here, and you can make a donation. You can go to X. You can subscribe to my X, okay, for $7 a month, or you can subscribe to my Rumble for $7 a month. Whatever you prefer. You click there. You click the subscribe button. That's how I am supported. I'm supported by the people. I don't live a glamorous lifestyle, okay? I am a very humble person, and I'm working very hard to support Donald Trump. And I'm going to continue doing so. We've been live for a while now, and we've been streaming for about 3.5 hours. And I'm going to continue talking about this throughout the week. And Loomer Unleashed will resume on Tuesday, okay? Tuesday of this week, 8 p.m. Eastern, live on Rumble. So I wanted to get on tonight, and I wanted to tell you and just explain to you why the media is behaving the way they are and why they're attacking me. And as you can see, a lot of people were interested in hearing what I have to say because the media is full of liars. We have 460,000 live viewers right now, okay? That's how many people we have watching. We have 460,000 live viewers, and the stream has already been seen 1.2 million times tonight. So people can lie about me all they want. I'm not going to back down, and I'm not going to silence myself. I'm not going to allow them to bully me. I'm not going away. And the more that they attack me and the more they lie about me, the more I'm going to keep on going. They want to call me names. They can say whatever they want about me. I don't work for Donald Trump. It's a shame that they've caused so much chaos for Donald Trump, but I don't work for him. I'm just a supporter. And I hope that I guess you could call it extreme dedication and extreme loyalty will inspire all of you to find somebody in your life who you want to be that dedicated and loyal to. Find a cause in your life that you want to be that dedicated and loyal to. Find something that makes you have a fire that lights inside of you. Okay, for me, that is saving my country and supporting Donald Trump. There's nothing I wouldn't do for Donald Trump, okay? I would do anything to help him, and I'm going to continue to support him. And I hope the media just stops lying about this man who has given up everything. He could be living a nice billionaire lifestyle, but he chose to fight for all of us. And if I have to take all these blows and all these hits and I have to get attacked, so be it, okay? So be it. I genuinely love and care about Donald Trump, and he can always count on me. I'm always going to be there to support him. Through the good, through the ugly, through the bad. And I hope other people will do the same too. I hope that Republicans will stop attacking me and instead focus all of their efforts on supporting Donald Trump as we head into the 2024 presidential election. So hopefully it makes sense to you now that you've heard my side of the story. But with that, it's been a crazy last 4 days and kind of tired. And I've been live for about 3 hours. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Let's see how many viewers we had. We have 468,000 live viewers right now. 1.2 million viewers total so far. And it's just an incredible amount of support from people. I want to thank President Trump for doing everything that he's doing for our country. I want to thank everybody that stood by me through all these vicious attacks. And I want to even thank the media. I want to thank the haters in the media for reminding people of why you're so awful. This is why people are flocking to free speech sites like X and Rumble, because you are censors. You are censors who want to silence and censor anybody who you can't control. You can't control me. That's why you hate me. I'm not a violent person. I made a joke. Some people liked it, some people didn't. I don't really care. So I'm not a racist. I'm not a 9/11 conspiracy theorist. Say what you want about me. It's not going to stop me from exposing you. It's not going to stop me from breaking all of my stories and devastating the Kamala Harris for President campaign like I have been doing from the get-go. They are so scared of me. They are so scared of a 31-year-old woman with a website and a show on Rumble. They're so scared. Because we're getting more viewers than them. How many people on CNN and MSNBC have 500,000 live viewers? How many people can say that their videos get 500 million views in 1 month? They can't. They can't stop me. Because you can't break me. You can't break my spirit. I have nothing to lose anymore. You guys took everything from me when you canceled me years ago. Remember when you banned me everywhere? You made me the most banned woman in the world. And you know what they say? The most dangerous person in the world is somebody who has nothing to lose. anymore. Thank you so much to everybody for tuning in to episode 75 of Loomer Unleashed tonight. I really appreciate it. Please be sure that you share the replay link on rumble.com/Laura Loomer. Subscribe to my X and True Social at lauraloomer.com. And I will see you next Tuesday for another episode of Loomer Unleashed. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
There is a young female journalist, conservative journalist, by the name of Laura Loomer.
If America's men acted like Laura Loomer, our problems will be fixed in about 5 minutes.
Chained herself to
She
Twitter.
chained herself.
And why should we believe you?
I got nothing left to lose. Nothing can hurt me anymore. My life is nothing but a comedy.